Let me ask y'all a question, man. Is it weird to have a garage blick?
Hold on, what?
It depends on how much time you spend out there.
What you mean a garage blick? Like a
Man,
pistol in your garage?
Yeah, I mean, it don't gotta be a pistol. It can be a pistol. It's a lot of different options.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Where you gonna hide your shit on that shelf over your left shoulder behind the 20-year-old fan, nigga?
Remember G Unit came out with the song My Buddy, right? Remember that song? So it sits in the chair next to me. All right, we got a second chair right here. You know what I'm saying? And that deserves its own seat, man.
I guess it depends on how much time you spend in the garage before where you gonna carry your piece at. You spend a lot of time in your garage, I assume.
I do, and you know what I'm saying? My country roots, man, I like being outside a little bit. So
hold on. What is that behind your fan adjacent to your gasoline can? What is that?
The big black bag?
Yeah. What is that?
I think it's a tent.
Like like for sleeping or like
No, to keep the sun off of a fat boy.
Okay.
Like one with the legs that you prop up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a little shade, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we get into this fan real quick though before we get to the
Go ahead, man. What's the issue with the fan, man?
That fan.
That's
the project window fan, right?
You definitely ain't clean that fan in 28 years, nigga.
Nigga, that fan blows character, man. That survived the civil rights movement.
That fan is blowing as asbestos.
Look, man. That fan.
How long have you owned that fan, bro?
I found it in my
your mom
parents'
and dad
garage.
passed that shit down to you, bro.
I found it in their garage. That fan went to Northern with me when like move-in day. All right, so it's at least 20 years old.
That fan is fresh out of Meemaw, like living room window, nigga. You know
it wasn't new when it went to Northern with me. That's what I'll say. So at least 20 years old, probably like 25 years old.
And have you ever take the grill off of that fan and clean it, my nigga?
No, why would I do that?
Absolutely not, nigga. Again, that shit is blowing asbestos, nigga, in your garage right now, nigga.
I don't think so, man. I think that fan is blowing character.
Mm-hmm.
Character, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It has survived a lot, G.
Can we get into the floor lighting right now, G? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, let's hear
it. Can we get into the floor? The lighting is the first lighting that everybody had in a first apartment, G.
No, because that one is bendable. So that one you see the OG, it was just straight up.
Yeah, the OG light.
Yeah, it was just straight up. That one you can bend in a direction that you need to be beamed on. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, what you hating on the light for, man?
I'm not, G. Like I'm just we used to seeing you behind in front of a wall of retros. You know what I'm saying?
That still exists.
I need you to explain why you've navigated into the garage, bro.
Because I'm gonna be cooped up in the house in like 2 months. Okay. Right? Like 2, maybe 3 months tops. This is over with. Sitting in the garage, chilling. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna smoke tonight. Turns out I don't have a cigar. I didn't realize that.
This is a downgraded backdrop.
Definitely a downgraded. So Alex, if y'all haven't noticed,
I got the worst backdrop.
No, but like here's the thing, Alex. Alex, first episode on YouTube, he sat on a weight bench the entire episode, G. Like, he sat on a weight bench with the
That's
bando.
just a rugged aesthetic, right?
He had to sat on a weight bench with the bando in the background, but he since have added to the aesthetic of the bando.
I mean, but John doing the same thing. Al added some character. John adding character with that weak ass fan back there, G.
Nah, G, like
in the Walmart light.
You can't you can't downgrade the aesthetic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you went from probably a top 5 backdrop bottom tier at this point. Because you got a gasoline can that probably got no gas in it. You know what I'm saying?
If it does have gas in it, it's significantly old. I have an electric mower.
Cut the lights off. The screen will light your face up enough. to pie.
Hey man, I don't like niggas coming in my garage kind of sideways, G. All right.
I mean,
this garage.
Are those non-functioning fluorescent light bulbs behind
yes,
Yes,
certainly they are. Certainly,
yeah.
they
I
are.
have to replace the whole lighting fixture. That's why that weak ass lamp is there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like my
Hey,
nigga
man.
John is potting with oil stains in the background, a 30-year-old affair.
The level of hate.
The $9.98 Walmart light and a gas can with gas from
the
97.
light is $24.98 because it is bendable. All right, it is pliable to whatever direction.
You paid the premium for the Walmart light. G.
Yeah, I did.
Gee,
The base is made of styrofoam
in the background too.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, you do. Yes,
and the cleats is 2 sizes too small because he had them since high school. G, like that's the problem.
No. The cleats are the right size, man.
You definitely got the Nike Sharks back there. G.
Now, what I don't understand about those cleats is why I have Nike Speeds. There was never a time where I played a position that required Nike Speeds. I don't know, man. I bought them from Ross.
Oh yeah,
is that me?
That's the only place I cop. Nigga, for those who don't know.
All right, can I be real with y'all? Can I be real with y'all real quick? Those cleats are like 3 years old. I went into Ross. They was like $9. I said, you never know. All right. And I knew when I bought them. I knew when I bought them, but you never know, man.
Dude, for y'all that's listening, 3 years ago, John still wasn't playing football. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it doesn't matter. Like, he bought them because it was a good deal, not because he was going to utilize them bitches. Dude. John hasn't played an active sport, nigga, in probably 10 years. Minimum.
Bro, have you at least cut the grass in them?
Why would I cut the grass in cleats? I'm not a sociopath.
Why else would you put cleats on at this point?
Why do you own cleats at this point?
Okay, y'all follow up questions?
I ain't gonna front. I own a pair of cleats.
It was a good deal. Just say it was a good deal.
Like $9.99.
It was a good deal.
You never know, man. Like I'm gonna be coaching this year. I might be that coach that wears cleats to practice.
You might have to show their ass how to do it again.
You go keep the playbook in your pants like in the back pocket, G, and in the waistband. You're gonna be that nigga, G, because only coaches that used to wear cleats to practice used to keep the playbook in his waistband, G.
Because he had to move quickly.
Look, I don't know if this is how flag football is played in the South, but like now that Trey's in the 3rd, 4th grade, the coaches literally stand behind the play and point out who the quarterback should throw to and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the field to play, man. Might need some cleats.
So like.
Hold on. Have you ever worn these cleats?
Nigga, they was a phenomenal deal, nigga, and John's not in the business.
What did you do?
I've let the phenomenal deal go by the wayside.
Where did you wear them to? I want to know where John wore these cleats to. Y'all missing.
So like, the thing is, them cleats, because I know Ross, them cleats is a size 15, but John wear 13, right? You know what I'm saying? So like. There was $9.99 because like the size is 15 and up or 14 and up was all
the
like.
Funny thing about this story is I'm about to tell Alex where I wore the cleats. He was there. Okay. Alex had us go to a company softball game and one of his coworkers blew out his hamstring mid softball game. That's the only time I wore those cleats. Like we had the fireman carry homie to his car, G, and his shorty was there. His girl was there. She was so disgusted. And she with a blown out hamstring in a pickup game of softball, G.
While we're talking, can we talk about how? So like, I'm getting ready to have meniscus surgery in a couple weeks, right? As I was thinking through this shit and coming to grips with the fact that my life is probably gonna be different now. I realized that, G, like, I got homies in real life who's never gonna do a full all-out sprint ever again for the rest of their life, nigga.
That's not true. You don't know that.
No, nigga, like at least 2 niggas on this podcast right now is never gonna sprint full speed for the rest of their life.
You don't know that to be true, G.
No, I know that to be true. John,
you don't know that to be true.
You never in your life from here to the time you pass away are never gonna do an all-out sprint ever again.
If I live a good life, yeah, exactly.
Nigga, and I pray that your life never be in danger, but like on purpose, you're never gonna do an all-out sprint.
You mean when you say on purpose? I mean, like let's say it's a pit bull on the loose, right? I'm going to run on purpose. The duration of that sprint is going to be minimal. Where is the nearest car that I can get to without getting my ass?
I was thinking to myself.
See, I don't know if I'll run though. I think I'd take on the dog head on.
Oh,
so you think you're gonna fight a pit bull?
They gonna bite
this nigga
your
just said that he is
ass off, nigga. What is
you know? I will beat the shit out of a canine, my boy.
You don't got that, my nigga. You don't
I
got
will beat the shit out of a canine.
So
you don't got
any
that.
canine.
Yes, nigga.
Any breed, nigga.
I'm coming out on top.
Incredible.
I might lose some fingers and some shit in the process, but I will come out on top.
You're gonna lose a piece of your ass, nigga. What is you talking about?
Because I'm not finna run. I'm not.
So you're gonna stand your ground.
I'm gonna stand
and square
my
up with a dog.
Yep.
I'm
gonna sacrifice a limb, and I'm gonna go to work with the rest of my
the
limbs.
limb you're gonna sacrifice is the one you probably want the most, nigga. They're gonna bite your pee off, G, like, and eat that motherfucker for lunch, nigga.
So I'm envisioning what Al is talking about, right? So Al he's face to face with this dog, and he's gonna try to give his forearm up. He's gonna try to give his forearm up, so the dog bites down on the forearm, and he's gonna try to uppercut the dog, but the dog is gonna bite him right in his chest. All right, all the forearm shit's going right out the window. G.
Nah, dogs always go for limbs, bro. They don't never go for. They try to go after your neck and your limbs. That's what dogs attack. So I'm gonna give them a forearm, and then it's gonna be over with. First of all, I'm strong enough and sturdy enough to swing a 200+ pound dog like a rag dog. I honestly believe that. That's probably the biggest. That's probably the biggest
dog. We just saw a picture that discredits that, but we gonna keep that up to ourselves, G. Nigga, you be listen. Like this hat I got on, GG, you be mad capping, G. You just said that you can physically manhandle a 200-pound dog where you can sling this motherfucker around.
No,
sir.
That's like a wolf, G. That's like not even a regular dog. So you're telling me that this nigga's Liam Neeson, G.
How big a pit bull get?
From Taking with Wolves.
How big a pit bull get?
They go about 120, 135.
Okay, so
that's
I'm definitely finna win there. 120 pounds, bro.
120-pound pit bull is strong as shit.
Do you know what the bite force of a pit bull is, nigga?
Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna probably, like I said, I'm gonna lose a
that
hand
forearm that you hand the pit bull.
So you willing to lose a forearm instead of just fucking taking off and getting on top of a chair, nigga.
Retreat.
And if I try to
can't beat the pit bull up either.
No, but listen, this is my logic. If I run, 120-pound dog moving full speed is gonna have enough momentum to knock me off balance.
You're cooked.
Right. And then it can get to my neck, and that's it.
You gotta get to the stop of a car.
Standing my ground and fighting this dog head up.
This is the worst strategy I've ever heard, my nigga.
It's a phenomenal strategy, bro.
The worst strategy I've ever heard.
I don't want no smoke, bro.
If there's ever a 100% chance of you losing, it's in this scenario, bro.
Now, if it was like a monkey or some shit,
monkey?
A monkey?
Nigga, monkey strong as fuck, bro.
A monkey?
Like, I'm trying to think of the animals that are smaller than me, but I would like book it.
What goes through your fucking head?
What did you talk about?
I would not run from no dog, bro. Now,
this nigga said any canine breed, nigga. A fucking German Shepherd is gonna light your ass up, nigga.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you? A bull mastiff is going to light your ass up.
Find out.
About 7 years ago.
Cane Corso.
About 7 years ago, my mother-in-law's dog came to stay with us for about a month. His name was Fluffy, and he was like a Shih Tzu. That motherfucker was 37 pounds, G. And he wouldn't cooperate, so I tried to beat his ass. That motherfucker bit me, G, and I was scared to death. Like a 37-year-old Shih Tzu, G. A pit bull will eat your motherfucking face off, nigga. What is you?
I think a Cloud of Smoke needs to have a fucking like field trip day. We need to go to one of those motherfucking dog training facilities. And just let Alex go out there with the shit on. And I want to see him swing. I want to see you swing this motherfucker around, bro.
G.
Yeah, they're gonna put the
he's not talking about surviving.
And you're getting mauled, G.
He's not talking about surviving an attack. He's talking about
beating
the
dog ass.
You gonna beat the dog.
The dog is going to fuck you up.
Fuck out of that dog, bro.
That dog is gonna maul the shit out of you, G.
That dog is gonna eat
That dog gonna put you on a
breakfast.
t-shirt, G. He gonna be smoking on Al Pack.
Now I will tell you this. The other day I was walking in the house, G, and the lady came outside. I don't even know what type of breed this dog was, but it was like 3:30 in the morning. This dog got to barking viciously at me, G. And the dog looked like he outweighed the chick. I had my blick on me, G. I will tell you this. I wasn't finna run. They was finna be down 1K9, G. Like, I was not finna play with that dog, G. So, Alex, if you got a pistol on you, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Stand your ground, nigga. But if you ain't got no blick on you, nigga, you need to retreat and find higher ground, nigga.
Alex, you really think you can beat a dog?
You ever seen Low Down Dirty Shame, G? The Doberman picture scene, my nigga? Like, you better know a good-ass song, bro. Like, because they gonna eat your asshole out, nigga.
Nah, bro.
First.
Have you ever seen a human to dog one-on-one where a human walked away victorious?
No, because dogs is bitches. That's why.
I ain't never know the dog to be no bitch. Like, I don't know where you get that from.
Not against a human. Maybe against another dog.
I don't know if I've ever seen a human walk away unscathed in a situation like this, bro.
Alex must be talking about like a mutt or something, G. Like,
no, I'm talking about
even some of the
pit bull or a Rottweiler.
You're a Rottweiler or a pit bull, G. You're a pack.
G.
Nah, bro.
I'm telling you, nigga. Like, no, the dog name wasn't Fluffy. It was Fuzzy, nigga. Like, I damn near got beat to sleep by a dog named Fuzzy, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You're a pack.
And he was only 37 pounds, G.
You're a pack against a pit bull.
I just want to say, Nate, that's the most light-skinned shit ever, too, for the record.
If I show aggression toward the dog don't want smoke, bro. The dog only like
you're wrong.
Okay, the dog coming at me, bro, and if I don't retreat and show I'm scared, the dog is gonna be thinking like, "Oh shit,
that's not how the dog
is crazy."
No,
come on,
because
bro.
I thought that I thought I was going to exude some dominance over this dog, like 37-pound Fuzzy.
Whose dog was it again?
This was my mother-in-law dog, right?
Right. So you trying to be respectful to this dog?
No, I was. I was trying to exude dominance over this dog. I was trying to be the alpha, right? Hey, bitch ass dog, you gonna listen to me? So the dog ran into my son's twin bed, G. So I took my son Nerf gun and was trying to hit this nigga to get him out of there. Get your ass out of there. Get your ass out from under that bed, bitch ass dog. Like, he started showing his teeth, and I was like, "Oh, you gonna buck on me?" So I tried to reach in there to grab his ass. What the fuck you think happened?
He reminded your ass, bitch, nigga.
He's a fucking dog,
yeah. Mauled
so
my
you
ass.
made a mistake reaching in there. You supposed to wait till he come out, catch the dog lacking, and put a foot in his ass.
He wasn't coming out because he knew what time it was.
He would have came out eventually when he thought the coast was clear.
And he mauled my ass.
Mauled him.
I stuck a broomstick in there, jabbed that motherfucker in the face.
I had my son.
Damn, what kind of violent shit are y'all reflecting on these dogs, dude?
We at a Cloud of Smoke do not support animal abuse in any way, shape, or form.
Zero animal cruelty, G.
I had my son's
animal. I will beat the shit out of any animal
trying to
if
get
it's
at
my life
trying to
that
get at
animal.
Fuzzy ass, and Fuzzy wasn't going, and he mauled my ass to sleep, nigga. And
but you know why Alex has this confidence though?
Why?
Because your average nigga has had a conversation about surviving gorilla attacks and bear attacks and alligators. Like, this is just something niggas do, man, where they sit up there and they look at the animal kingdom and they pick the vicious animals and be like, man, I could survive that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's why he thinks that. I could
not survive a bear or alligator or a gorilla.
You can't
survive. I would rather fight
a dog.
I'm going to just say this, all bullshit aside, I would rather fight an alligator than a dog. The alligator got little legs, G. I could probably jog away.
Nigga, alligators are fast as shit, bro.
They fast as shit on land, bro.
You just gotta run
them motherfuckers got some get up.
Remember what I said 7 minutes and 22 seconds ago, G. You not gonna do an all-out sprint ever again in your adult life, nigga. You're cooked too.
Nigga, alligator will hawk you so quick, bro.
Alligator's not hawking me down, G.
Bro, alligators are just as fast as dogs.
You gotta run in zigzags, man. They gonna try to zigzag with you. They got no agility, nigga. They got fucking 7-inch legs.
Can we talk about the zigzag, bro?
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like you were just talking about having a pistol in the garage, G, behind your gas can underneath your tent. You know what I'm saying? if you was getting into a shootout, G, are you running away or are you zigzagging? Or
Wait, a shootout?
On
not a
college, you're
shootout.
supposed to zigzag. Or move side to
Alex,
side.
you nigga, you better not talk about zigzagging. No way.
We already know what Alex is gonna do.
Alex is gonna stay
Alex is
there and
gonna
get
throw
packed
himself
up.
in front of the op.
Nah, Kai don't
resist
reflect
them.
real life, bro. I got pistol accuracy in real life.
You've never shot a pistol in
How
real
do
life at
niggas-
anybody
how do
but
we
a
know?
target.
Like,
Yeah,
how
the
do we
target
know?
in the gun range.
How do we? So, like, this reminds me of this past weekend. So my son got into a fight, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, up until the point to where my son actually had to throw hands, he thought he was the toughest nigga in the room, right?
Of course.
How do we know? Right? I don't know many dudes that I'm cool with who don't think that they will win in a fist fight. How do we know? Like at damn near 40, Nate think he can whoop most niggas. How do I know? I haven't tested my hands in about 20 years, bro. How do I know? Why do we
Let me
think
be honest with you. I'm not at damn near 40. I'm not even fighting.
I done told y'all niggas.
I'm
y'all
shooting you,
just
yeah.
shit at this age. Like,
I'm not.
Why do I spend money on guns, nigga? Like to really test out my hands.
Come on, Alex.
Here go Alex.
And I'm
Come
gonna
on,
give you some
Alex.
backstory.
Wait. No. This is not Al. This is the Chicago Killer. We finna hear it.
Yeah, the
We
Chicago,
finna hear it right
Chicago
here.
Killer.
This is Chicago
No,
Killer,
like-
G.
For real shit. Like, okay, so back when I was a shorty, right? I used to have like this anxiety about
Infant Chicago Killer. The infancy.
like
when you was
like if I gotta throw hands,
how much of a shorty though?
like maybe middle school through high school.
Okay. All right.
Like
okay.
I used to be like, damn, if I gotta fight, like I can't miss. I gotta be accurate with the throw. Cause I used to have like bad dreams about getting in a fight and like swinging and like missing. And then, just being frustrated that I can't hit a nigga. You ever like had that feeling like a nigga just dodging all your shit?
No.
This nigga Alex dreams in combat
never.
like a fucking
This nigga
Well,
fighting
anyway,
Dragon Ball Z episode.
He fighting Neo from the Matrix.
Nigga
dodged
fighting Frieza, G.
He
So,
dodged
like,
Frieza
every punch, nigga.
When I actually got into a real fight, I wasn't swinging haymakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm swinging for accuracy. So I know I got decent enough hands to like land some punches because I've had to do it in real life.
Nobody who ever got into a fist fight has ever thrown for accuracy ever in life. That's a fucking this
He
nigga
just peppering this nigga with shots.
He over here jabbing in the fist fight. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody's
I ain't jabbing, but I'm like, I'm not throwing my whole body weight trying to haymaker a nigga off rip. Like I'm gonna throw some hands, throw some sufficient punches.
You set some shit up?
Yeah. Until I know I got this nigga and I'm ready to like haymaker his ass. And then, then the haymaker come. I ain't never had to get to that point, but
So you don't even know if it's efficient. You don't know.
It is efficient. I've gotten enough fights to know like, I'm confident I'm not gonna miss because that used to be a concern of mine. So I'm gonna be accurate. I'm gonna land some blows. And I'm gonna do enough damage to where it ain't gonna be a long fight. One of us is gonna be like, man, fuck all this. It might be me getting my ass whooped, or it might be the other nigga getting his ass whooped, and it's just gonna come to it. And it ain't finna be no all-out fucking brawl. Niggas going to the corner getting water and all that shit. No, it's gonna be a quick.
Has that ever happened in a fight?
Right.
Have niggas ever had a water break mid-fight?
We need to pause this conversation right here because I'm about to enter in some real conversation in this part of the conversation right now. Hey, Jaffe.
I've taken L's in fights.
Alex, chill. Alex, hey, Jaffe. When the last time you did anything that exerted the amount of energy that you would need to win a fist fight? Not even talking about fighting, but just the amount of energy that would be needed to win a fist fight.
Outside of carrying groceries up 2 flights of stairs, nigga, nothing.
You're cooked. You're cooked. Hey, John, when is the last time you did anything physically demanding enough to the point where you was like, oh, if I did this in a fist fight, I might. When's the last time you did anything physically exerting enough to win a fist fight?
Does riding a fat booty bike with a hoodie and 90 degrees?
You almost died. So Alex, when is the last time you did anything physically exerting enough to the point to where you was like, if this was a fight, I would have won?
I mean, I do kickboxing classes. I train at a boxing gym every
Oh,
month.
man, this nigga a Tabo OG. Come on, man.
Hey, hold
I'm telling the truth.
Hold on, because I'm going to fuck him up. Alex, do your wife attend these classes with you?
The kickboxing ones, yes.
You're
when I go to boxing gym.
You barbecue. It's over with. What I'm getting at, fat niggas on this pod.
And I train 4 times a week.
We don't train for fisticuffs, nigga. We're at the point of our lives now. We got to talk it out, bro, because we don't want to see ourselves in a fist fight, no matter how tough. No matter how tough we think we are or were.
Joffy just emptied like 7 clips.
Either we got to talk it out.
Look at that, nigga. That don't get tired, nigga. I can do that. Hold on. Cock that bitch again.
Either we got to
drop that bitch, cock that bitch, nigga.
Either we got to talk it out at this point, or we got to kill niggas for unnecessary shit. Dude. Like,
I believe Pac said it. We can do this like thugs and thug it out. We can do this like punks and punk it out.
Punk it out,
right?
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man.
I think it's naive for any nigga over 35 to think that he has the physical
35.
attributes intact. No. Because I will say, it's some niggas in their 30s that still may be able to get to it. If you're not actively working out and working with a boxer, kickboxer, like, it's some niggas that go to the gym and legit do that shit and, work out and practice that fight. But nigga, if you over 30, nigga, and you smoke, you drink, you fuck on the regular, nigga, you do not have the stamina to survive a 3 to 5 minute fight, nigga. You're not gonna be able to fight a nigga to his exhaustion.
Let me simplify this, Joff. If you've ever attended a brunch, you are not made for combat.
You're not winning a fight, G. I agree. I agree.
If you have ever gone to brunch, you are not combat ready any longer.
And at the brunches, I be feeling like I'm the toughest nigga in there, G. But I know if a brawl broke out, G, I'm gonna grab my satchel or my bag, whatever I came with, and get the fuck out the way, G. Like, that ain't my shit. Y'all niggas got it over there. Those young niggas. You
imagine fighting for your life in Chelsea boots, nigga? Like, it's over with. You're cooked.
Not at my Sunday's
Chelsea boots. Yeah, that's dead.
I can't win a fight at my Sunday's best. Nigga, if I had to, but nigga, I'm not confident that I could sustain a fucking enough to keep a nigga off me, G. What do you do once you shoot your load, nigga, and this nigga still coming?
You cooked your barbecue, Alex. How much time do you think you have before you spent?
Like a minute or two, max.
You think you could fight for a minute or two?
No.
A minute for sure.
No. Hell no.
That in his mind is a minute. That's all
11 seconds.
27 seconds.
Nigga, when I go to the gym, the boxing gym, the real boxing gym, there's a timer.
You're hitting a heavy bag.
You got 3 minutes on, 1 minute like rest, and then it's another minute like cool down or whatever. So it's red for a minute, that's when you rest. It's yellow for a minute, and then it's
Have you ever videotaped yourself doing that? Because by the time you get to the end of that 3 minutes, G, you're playing pity pat. Like, this what you doing with the heavy bag. Yeah, like
I mean, I be taking a little break.
And then how much is your recovery time, nigga?
If your wife is
after
doing
that 1 minute
exact
no, she not. She does the kickboxing at a total. I'm talking about a real boxing gym in Aurora with nothing but Migos up in there, like
and you hitting a heavy bag.
Yeah, them niggas ain't nothing but sparring partners for real killers. G, you in there tapping fists with niggas that get beat up on the regular. G, shut up.
But I answered the question. The question is, when is the last time? And I'm telling you that I do this shit regularly. I go to the boxing gym with my Everlast. I got my hand wraps, all that shit, and I be getting active.
You're acting as if, especially in these social settings, that it's going to be a 1v1 fair one. Your head's going to have to be on a swivel, G, because there's nothing worse.
That's not the question. The question is, do I think I can hold my own?
No, because while your adrenaline's pumping and you're having to exercise the peak of your peripheral vision, G, there's no way. There's no way.
Hey, let's talk about, like, because I feel as though the way Alex think the fight is gonna go is the same way Errol Spence thought the fight was gonna go.
It's not going that way.
Let's get into the show because we got to talk about that fight now, man. John, get us there, bro.
Check the stats, we winning. When we lost, we replenished. Started last, but we finished. I just need my percentage. Outer space is the limits. Lied when they said the sky. My life like Claude, take a risk. Need my piece of the pie. Check the stats, we winning. When we lost, we replenished. Started last, but we finished. I just need my percentage. Outer space is the limits. Lied when they said the sky. My life like Claude, taking risk. Need my piece of the pie. Check the stats, we winning. Going hard since the beginning. I took off a minute, but now I'm back in it. Like work when your vacation finished. I clean up my image, I'm grinning, cause I ain't in debt no more. I was down, now I'm up like my credit score. Got a daughter, I gotta do better for. Let's get paid off these punchlines and metaphors. Taking the steps to be wealthy. Pop Global LLC. Went from a worker to owner. The system thought I'd be a goner. Was young with the warrants. I'm trying to get paid off for touring.
What's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to A Cloud of Smoke, the podcast where we talk our shit. I'm one of your hosts, the big homie John, and I think I'm gonna go to
send that shit to Holyfield over there, G.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it freaky, man.
To Alexander Holyfield.
Freaky Mayweather, man. Go ahead, man.
Freaky Mayweather.
What's good, everybody? Back after a week off, but we back. Big slam move. Is that am I saying that shit right?
What?
Big slam move. John know where that shit come from, G. Me and John was on the game shooting one night, G. And y'all remember when we were shorties? What was the name of the shark cartoon, John?
Oh, Street Sharks.
Street Shark. Y'all remember the cartoon Street Sharks, G?
Yeah.
They had a real rough and tough nigga on that name, Big Slamu, G. You know what I'm saying? That was my man's, G. Me and John went down motherfucking memory lane on the old school cartoons, G.
Definitely finna Google this nigga.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
I'm Biker, as we speak.
Biker Mice from Mars, G. Y'all remember that shit, G?
Biker Mice from Mars, nigga. Yeah, I
G, them niggas was the swayziest mice ever, G. Like one of them niggas had a comb over, G, with some motherfucking Cartier Detroit shades, G. Like them niggas was smooth as hell. The Biker Mice from Mars, G.
Big slam move.
Big slam move, G. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga got on football cleats, football pants.
Hey, the same cleats John got back there, G. You know what I'm saying?
One of these mice out here looking like Jax from Mortal Kombat and beat the shit out of Alex. Man.
Hey man, hey CLB, what's to it, G?
Hey, I'm all good, man. You know what I'm saying? Back with another fire one, man. So like, John, let's go, bro. Talk to us, bro.
Look, man. We saw what was supposed to be the fight of the decade, right?
This was supposed to be the biggest fight since Floyd and Pacquiao. Am I mistaken in saying that?
It's supposed to be bigger than that.
I was going to say it's supposed to be bigger than that because both of them in their prime, they boxing prime.
Two undefeated fighters in their prime in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Under the big lights, man.
Under
Bright
the
City,
lights.
Man. Yeah, man. And that was Earl Spence, Bud Crawford. For those of you who didn't watch it, I begged Showtime to take my $85. And honestly, the fight was ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it did not live up to the hype, and it is difficult to live up to being like the fight of the decade or whatever the case may be. But we saw two undefeateds, and we thought
I'm not gonna say that, G. I'm gonna say that one of the niggas just didn't show up. Like nigga, because that other nigga definitely listen. For those of y'all who don't know, we talk about the Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. It was a one-sided affair, lopsided as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We literally witnessed a nigga get beat literally an inch from death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The nigga,
i.e., what would happen if Alex met a pit bull?
Yes.
A complete domination.
Anybody. If Alex got into any kind of fight, G, these pictures that Nate is about to post, G, is what Alex would look like when it was all said and done, G.
Talking about the Errol Spence pictures, G. Relax.
The Errol Spence pictures,
you
G.
gonna get your ass ate.
So they build it as the fight of the decade, the fight of the century. Two of the best guys at their weight class, top 5 guys pound for pound, and Bud Crawford went in there and made that shit look like an exercise, bro. Like I've never seen a professional fighter get his like that nigga. I feel like they hit everything. I feel like Bud Crawford hit everything on that nigga, but the soles of his feet, G. Like he touched every part of that nigga body, G. Like the only thing that nigga did touch was the soles of that nigga feet. He took his belt off and beat that nigga like one of his kids. And I think he told that nigga he was gonna treat him like one of his kids, G. And he went in that motherfucker and handed that boy his ass.
Can I say this, man?
It was
I want to say this, man. And this is to all the boxing corners out there, right? Your fighter's in there. He's giving it his all, right? And maybe he, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to cool him down and calm him down. Don't pour no water in his hair. That's just special effects for the nigga that's gonna knock him out, G. Because every fucking punch I'm seeing fucking water flick off this afro. Yeah, G. Like, don't do that to your boxer, G. The craziest still photos.
It wasn't even water out the fact, G. That shit was blood, nigga. I feel like some niggas went home with blood splatter on them. Yeah. If you was in the first 3 rows, G, you got blood splatter on you, G.
The reason why I went intentionally hard on Alex Pause is because for those who don't know, your boy has been professionally trained in hands. I boxed for 4 years, like really boxed. I personally was a junior Olympic champion 2 times in boxing in the super heavyweight division, G. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
They had to create a division for this nigga.
Super
heavy, G.
Not the regular heavyweights, but super
heavies, G.
I was only fighting like country fed white boys, nigga, that wear pants, on a regular basis. Anyway, so I know I know the game, and I've trained. I know boxing, and I know how much it takes to sit in the ring across from another dude for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you call it, that is taxing as fuck. So anybody who thinks that it's just that sweet, you're fucking out of your mind. Number one. I've also wrestled, which is also the most taxing sport I've ever done.
Physically demanding.
Your barbecue, it's over with. So the reason why I was asking the question, because watching the fight, I saw a lot of backlash from the fight. Oh man, if I was in the ring, I would have did this. You would have got your ass beat the fuck up too.
Deceased, yeah.
We talking about a nigga that literally had not lost a fight, had stopped 31 of his opponents, went by knockout. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker had captured 3 of the 4 belts. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in, the more accomplished fighter and got his ass handed to him. I mean, like, y'all remember in Living Color, G? Yeah. Y'all remember Carl Tooth? You remember Jamie Foxx?
The Tooth?
Yeah. The Tooth? Bro, yeah. That's how the nigga looked and walked up out that bitch. Like when
it did look like a cartoon almost. Like it wasn't real
looked
life.
Like Carl the Tooth Williams, G. And we talking about a nigga that is beyond accomplished. Before he stepped in the ring with this nigga, they was talking about this nigga being one of the all-time greats. They were saying this nigga name with like Sugar Ray Leonard, G. You know what I'm saying? So just to, a fighter never go the way you want it to go, or you assume it will go. You know what I'm saying? And this is for you, Alex. You know what I'm saying? All that kickboxing you do, G. It's a nigga out here that'll beat your ass for $2 and a biscuit, G. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that, but I can defend myself.
Alex,
I think Errol Spence thought he could defend himself, G.
Alex,
and he got his ass
He came back
to
for
him.
9 rounds.
Give me a second, y'all. Alex, I'm gonna talk to you directly, bro. You my guy.
All right, what up?
You my guy, right? Let's say that you give your opponent the best 2 to 3 minutes you ever had in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you got another 2 to 3 minutes behind that?
Do I need it? Because okay. In order for me to be fighting a nigga, right, it's probably gonna be this nigga in a similar demographic, age group, whatever.
No, it's probably gonna be a young nigga.
You niggas are trying to match me up
possibly
a trained fighter. I could be fighting a nigga that's just like me or worse. So yeah, I feel like I train enough to hold my own with a peer.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
That's
Al.
what I'm saying.
We don't run in the circles where other 38-year-olds want to throw hands. All right.
Yeah.
In order for you to be around 38-year-olds that run hands,
exactly.
if
I have
you at
to
the
run
point,
hands,
if you're
I feel like I'm at a sufficient enough spot to hold my own.
I think you're mistaken, because if you're at the point to where hands are on the cusp of being thrown, the nigga that you're gonna throw hands with is likely 10 to 15 years your junior.
Yeah. Alex, can I give you some personal advice? The same advice I would have gave Errol Spence corner to give him in between rounds, G. I would have just handed you the pipe, G. I would have just handed Errol Spence the gat, G. And he should have shot the Bud Crawford, G. Because that's what you're gonna need. A nigga's gonna be on your ass, Al. I'm telling you. more than likely you're gonna be fighting a nigga that smoke weed 14 hours out the day, G. Fucks every night. And drinks Casamigos, G. And listen.
But the thing about it is, though,
this the capper though, G. This nigga hoops for 6 hours out the day in jeans and phone posits, G. He is going to fuck you up, G.
But the thing about it is Alex, one of your best friends on earth, you can't even guarantee that he has the stamina to even help you, nigga.
Help you, yeah.
John is smoked, nigga.
I know John ain't gonna help me. I wouldn't expect that.
John's gonna walk in.
We not saying like he ain't gonna help. We said John is gonna shoot before he do anything.
Really, what I'm hoping for is not to shoot you on accident, Al. I'm definitely not throwing hands. I'm hoping that I don't accidentally clip you, G.
He gonna attempt the haymaker. He gonna smoke the haymaker.
Why would I attempt the haymaker?
You gonna smoke it like it's over.
Bro, let me tell you something. You talk about an irrational fear. You ever see a nigga get punched that didn't think he was gonna get punched, and you see him factory reset, and the nigga fall down like when the fucking Pinocchio loses his life power? I don't want that to happen to me, G.
Who does happen to?
You just look on Twitter.
Over, G.
Yeah, G. You ever see a fat nigga get knocked out and his ACLs do things that ACLs aren't supposed to do?
Yes.
And they got to try to untuck his legs? I don't want that.
I just saw a video of a nigga like at an AAU like girls basketball game carrying shorty off
carrying his
court.
daughter. He was trying to be super dad.
And he wasn't doing
nothing. Gave out, G.
He wasn't doing nothing but walking off the court. And his
nigga shoot me a fair one.
Walking out.
I'm good when I lose. That's all I'm saying. Shoot me a fair one. If I take an L, I take an L.
Niggas don't shoot fair ones.
Alex, you are closer to 40 than you are 30.
Right. I understand that.
A fair one at 40 does not look the same as
Alex don't think
when you felt like you was it's like the thing about you, Alex, and this one I want you to feel me on this one, G. Like you still feel like you in your prime.
No, I know I'm past my prime.
I know, but like I can bet that you haven't been tested since that moment in Indianapolis when they called you the Chicago Killer.
The Chicago Killer.
Like that was probably 15, 20 years ago, right?
No, not that long. It was probably 8.
And you probably haven't been tested since.
Years ago.
I'm gonna give you the best advice I can give you, G.
A lot of things happened since then.
I'm gonna give you the best advice I can give you. CCL insurance is $500 a year, and they do up to $1 million bond, G. You let the lawyers handle it. All right. When you get to the precinct, don't say nothing, and you let your lawyers do the talking, G, and you go home to your family after that.
The best case scenario is for nothing to happen, and you still keep that aura of you being a Chicago Killer.
Hey man, I can hold my own, bro.
Hold on, without having to throw a punch. So like that's the best case scenario. Is like people still think I'm that nigga without me having to prove that I'm that nigga. You know
I know what's crazy. Did y'all see?
I think I'm big enough to where like people aren't intimidated by me physically. So I probably don't have to throw no hands.
Did y'all see that video where
the
young dude was trying to break into the house and the homeowner came out with the shotgun and then they sat down and had a powwow about how the young nigga could get money?
Yeah.
That young nigga would have been a ketchup stain on my patio, G. There is no way I'm about to go outside and negotiate with a nigga trying to break in my house, G.
Hey, yo, man. My nigga Alex is setting a very dangerous precedent for young niggas in the streets, bro.
How?
Because, like,
I don't.
The precedent that you set is that you have to prove your thug and you have to prove your gangster to these niggas
at all times.
That's not. I've never said that.
No, I'm not saying that. Like what I'm saying is like we got to get to a point at some point, as closer to 40-year-olds than we are 30, that even as tough as I want to be in the streets, as tough as I want to appear to the masses, it's a chance I'm gonna get my ass whipped. You know what I'm saying?
I'm aware of that.
So
but I'm not okay. I'm not gonna do what John's talking about doing. I'm not to the point where I'm gonna end a nigga's life when we could just throw hands if it escalates to that point. Now I could run up to a nigga. I could end up bumping heads with a nigga like John to get my life ended. I hope I don't. I hope it's a like-minded individual where if it gets that heated enough,
we're not even talking about humans hands. At this point. We started talking about dogs.
About puppies, nigga. Dogs.
Like
right. I know I can hold my own with a dog.
Let me give you this advice, G. Because Every time I see fights on the internet, niggas get knocked out, heads get stomped in the concrete. You have to assume that your life is on the line if you're gonna throw hands with anybody.
Anytime we said this on the last 3 pods. Anytime you getting physical in the streets, you have to assume, nigga, that shit's gonna end violently, nigga. Win or lose, bro.
I'm afraid to never have to harm a hair on any living creature, right? But if I do have to, it's going to be swift and it's going to be vicious. Okay, that's just the honest.
When is that point, John? When do you get to the point to where you have to resort to?
When all reasonable attempts to de-escalate have failed, I will do everything in my power to de-escalate. And when I get to the point where I feel like their de-escalation is not an option, it's nothing I can do.
I just saw a video over the weekend, or maybe late last week, where a nigga upped the burner in an argument in a parking lot. The first nigga pulled out the gun, pulled it out, didn't use it. The second nigga pulled out his gun and blew that nigga's brains away. So if you gonna pull your gun out, you better use that bitch. For all y'all niggas talking this gun talk shit, just be prepared. Don't pull a gun out and not use it.
I was gonna say that's a
next
very
nigga holding. It's over with.
Well, nigga, you shouldn't pull without the intentions of shooting anyway. Like, nigga, if you pull that bitch, nigga, you should if you pull that bitch should be getting squoze, nigga. Like at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, that nigga, whoever that nigga was in that parking lot, he pulled this shit. He was bluffing, nigga. He got what the fuck was coming to him, nigga. I'm not gonna bluff, nigga. I'm telling you, listen. If I pull that bitch, 97% of me is fear. I'm afraid, nigga. So I'm gonna shoot just cause. Yeah. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I felt the need to pull that bitch, if I felt the need to pull that bitch, nigga, I am terrified for my life, and I'm finna get you the fuck out of here before you get me the fuck out of here. I'm not bluffing when I pull my shit.
What Jaffe is talking about is a thing that so many hood niggas is afraid to admit. The reason you pull your pistol, my nigga, is because you scared, G.
Terrified.
Absolutely.
Terrified. Terrified.
Absolutely.
Nigga, so I'm not bluffing. I pull this bitch, nigga, just know that you got me to the point where I'm willing to, whatever come from this shit, come from this shit,
I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't even argue. I really don't. I got into a car accident.
What I'm finna fucking talk you down about?
I got into a car accident, and the woman, she got out the car. She was barking at me. I said, you know what, look, I'm trying to offer you my insurance information. If you don't want it right now, that's cool. Here's my phone number. You have a picture of my license plate. She's still barking. Her dude in the car.
You pulled the blicky on the Karen, G.
Hey, look, I didn't want to argue. Yeah, because there's no win for me there. You know what I'm saying? I've never pulled my gun on anybody. Let me just throw that out there. I've never.
Nigga, I done pulled my gun twice in the last fucking month, nigga. I'm keeping it all the way fucking with you, nigga.
I have
once when I got sideswiped, the second when a bum tried to go on me, G. I was gonna have to kill a bum, G, off principle. But that's a story for another day, G. He was running an elaborate scheme, G. It was elaborate as hell. Would you guys like me to elaborate, G?
I absolutely would. He probably
go ahead. Finish your point, John. Finish your point, John.
Finish John's story, then we're gonna listen to John.
What I'm saying to you is when the dude hopped out the car, and I guess he felt like he needed to defend his honor, right? Or his woman's honor. That's when I opened the car door. I didn't even get in the car. I just opened the car door, and he promptly got back in his car because he knew exactly what the language is universal. Okay, I'm not about to fight you in your bitch. All right. So at the end of the day, I tried to give you insurance information. You didn't want it. Your girl didn't want it. You didn't intervene. No time when she was barking. Now you getting out the car on some tough guy shit. I'm just gonna open the door, and I have access to what I legally am allowed to carry in the state of Illinois.
Listen, John, I second that 1,000%, nigga. I'm not finna argue with you and your bitch, nigga. And I'm not finna go back and forth with y'all, nigga. It's on me. I'm willing to use this bitch, nigga. Keep it moving. Call me a hoe. Call me what you feel. I don't know what you capable of. I don't know what this nigga is capable of.
But what we got to discuss is the toxic masculinity that Alex has displayed on this podcast.
How am I toxic when y'all niggas just talk about
hold on.
murdering niggas in cold blood out of
no
fear,
one's talking about
and I'm
that.
at least trying to give a nigga a chance to just throw hands.
See, like
I'm the toxic.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, Alex. And this is why I'm saying that.
Talking about, bro.
Because 9 times out of 10, the times that you want to run a fair one with a nigga, they're not trying to run a fair one with you.
Zero opportunity to run that fair one.
Because you have the machismo that I can whoop most niggas. If I met with that same energy,
but I don't outwardly present.
Hold on, but like if I met with that energy, then I'm just gonna immediately go to the pistol that I'm gonna put this nigga down.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't outwardly present that way.
Look.
I'm just telling you, I'm really confident in myself that if it
and
gets
that's fine.
point,
your confidence is gonna get your ass blicked down, nigga. Your confidence gonna get you blicked down.
That why you think that's honorable? That might be in your worst. Coming from
this nigga really about this violent shit. He really about this fight shit. So I'm not gonna fight this nigga.
So like you have to remember like what we just said, right? If most people who pull a pistol are scared to death, right? Mm-hmm. So like if I'm meeting a situation to where somebody wants to throw hands, then like I'm likely like, oh shit, this dude is really about this shit. I'm not gonna win.
He really want to do harm,
nigga. Let me explain this to you. Alex, let me explain this to you, Jay.
Let me say, because y'all clearly not understand what
I'm saying. Alex, go ahead.
I'm not the aggressor at all in any situation. That's not me. I don't present that way. But if a nigga come to me trying to get active, throwing hands, I'm confident in my ability to meet his aggression appropriately.
As I think we all are too.
Right.
Al, let me say this.
Y'all
just
niggas
like
immediately talk about
No, listen, Al.
There's
two layers. There's two layers to me. For strangers. We're not talking about love, we're talking about strangers. It's Mahatma Seal, Peacemaker, and then it's the Punisher. All right. So hopefully we never get to the Punisher. All right. Hopefully the peacemaking and the de-escalation is where it ends. All right, but if you force me to go beyond that, then it's the Punisher, G, and that's just what it is, man. All right.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this based on my concealed carry classes, nigga. I was always trained to assess the imminent threat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if you assess that threat as imminent, nigga, then you should up your bang and you should deal with that imminent threat, nigga. Like that's not what I paid my fucking $275 to do. Is to talk it out with a nigga and run him a fair one, nigga. If I deem this nigga as an imminent threat, nigga, I'm going to deal with this nigga accordingly per the tools and the laws that are granted before me, nigga. Like, and then I'm gonna call the police. No, you don't have. You keep saying take a nigga life. Like, nigga, if you first off, all of us on here are certified with our guns. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, we know what we can do, what we can't do. I will tell you what I will do. I will pop a nigga in his lower regions, and then I will call the police on my way to the crib.
Because Josh,
what is you talking about?
Most niggas ain't trained for if you're trained to shoot your pistol, you have trained to shoot at center mass to put a nigga down.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You are not you are not trained, bro, to maim people.
You are trained to get home to our loved ones.
Exactly.
That's it.
And that's all it is.
The part of the conversation that I'm talking about is, and I don't want to call it toxic masculinity or whatever we can name it as, but there's a part of us, right, that think that we can whoop most niggas in most situations.
See, I actually disagree with that.
There's nothing wrong with believing that.
I don't think
there is, though, Alex.
I'm not tough. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not trying. I feel like I could fight if I had to fight, but I'm trying to avoid combat at all costs.
Bro.
As do I. But I'm confident if it comes to that point,
look at me in my face, listeners. Anybody who plans to fight me or wants to fight me in the future, I'm going to give y'all a leg up. Your boy got about 42 seconds of maximum energy and effort. After 42 seconds, my boots are cooked, and you have your way with me. That's something that we need to understand as damn near 40-year-old men who aren't.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I disagree with. Look, if you put me in a position, right, if you really, really engage me in combat, I'm literally just fighting you enough to get to my gun.
Yes.
42 seconds. 42 seconds.
Yes.
42 seconds is plenty of time for me to put a couple hands on nigga, create some distance, and get to where I need to get to. You know what I'm saying? That's plenty of time.
Plus, hey, look, man.
That 42 seconds is going to be.
Okay, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead. Because I ain't questioning
that 42 seconds is gonna be my adrenaline included, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like my heart rate's gonna fire up, my adrenaline's gonna kick in. By the
time I get to the pistol, my lungs is cooked. I'm smoked.
On fire, nigga. On fire.
I am smoked. I might not even know what I'm aiming at. But at that point, I've got to what I need to get to. Alex, so, you think different?
I'm asking y'all, if somebody's bringing aggression towards y'all, right? And this nigga swings on you.
Yeah.
And now y'all throwing hands, and you somehow assessed in the course of this altercation that this nigga's not holding. You're still going to go get your pistol and blow
Alex,
this nigga's life
if
away.
He swings on me,
we had this conversation.
If he swings on me and he connects, he's knocked out 15% of my
your health bar,
adrenaline.
My health bar is already down.
If he connect, if he doesn't, he still have knocked out probably 10% of my health bar. So like I'm still
what if you swing and connect on this nigga?
Right now, Steve, but that's still. This is what you got to understand, Alex.
Of my own health bar by swinging on this nigga.
Swinging, right? So this is what you got to understand, Alex. No matter what, this nigga, like, however this fight goes. I have a maximum of 40 seconds, nigga. I don't know if this nigga is willing to stop when my 40 seconds stop. So, nigga, I have to. Nigga, I have 40 seconds to connect, and then to show this nigga like I could pop your ass, or we could dead this shit, nigga. Like that's what the 40 seconds is for.
When we were shorties, like I'm talking like fresh 18, right?
Yeah.
Al's Pops told us, he's like, man, y'all are men now. He's like, if you find yourself in a fight, you have to incapacitate the nigga that you fight. Not punch, incapacitate, nigga. That is a very strong.
That's the only way you go. That's the only way you go.
Incapacitate.
Those rules don't apply at 39 years old.
No, they do.
It's different 20 years from now. Like
no, the method of incapacitation is different.
If you tell me at 18 incapacitate nigga, it's different. At damn near 40.
No. That means beat a nigga ass so he stops coming at you. That's how I took that at 18.
How do you take that?
All I do is share with you niggas fight videos, G. At this point, nigga, your girl's not gonna be able to drag you away from the fight safely, nigga. Like niggas is knocking your bitch out right now. So nigga, like, why would you even fucking like Alex, like I really need you to wrap your head around the fact that whenever violence is done on the streets, I can see if you fighting your brother-in-law, even if you fighting somebody in your family, them niggas might try to fucking get down on you. Nigga, at the end of the day, nigga, the goal is to get the fuck home, right? And the only way that you're getting home is if you can get to your vehicle. Niggas, if you don't incapacitate nigga or put a nigga down to where he can't follow up, you're not getting home, nigga. You're fighting your way out of a room, nigga. Like, nigga, you talking about running a fair one? If you get the best of this nigga's not gonna stop. This nigga's gonna try to continue to come so that at the end of the day, he can sit on his couch and be like, yeah, that nigga got me to start, nigga, but I finished that shit. You have to be the finisher. And the only way you finish that shit is if your Tabo shit kick in and you Bruce Lee a nigga or you put a nigga down, bro. Like, and then the thing about it is, you got to worry about seeing that nigga, you know what I'm saying, in the future. Coming, running across niggas, I've come across niggas that I've touched up in the past, G. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I wonder if this nigga gonna come with some aggression based off that ass whooping he took back in the day.
I'm not trying
Al has lost his mind.
I'm just fighting a random Joe on the streets that's bringing aggression toward me.
A random Joe.
$500 a year, G. You get all your concealed carry insurance handled. Let your lawyers do the talking.
I can still carry. So my blick is at the home. It's stationary. It's
you tripping.
Why would you have an at-home blick, G? That doesn't even make sense.
When I be outside, I be naked.
Yeah, nigga. And you be outside with your girl, your daughters and your girl? That makes no sense, Al.
So, first of all, I don't believe in guns. Let me just get that.
Okay, well, and that's all you got to say. Yeah. Point blank.
I don't believe in guns. I have a gun because it's my legal right to have a gun.
So then he believes in guns. Plenty of people know that it's illegal, right? That just literally made no sense.
I don't need to have. I don't feel like
that nigga just be talking
because I don't be in situations where I feel I need to pull my blick out.
Why?
Al is full of shit, G.
I haven't had to this point.
Why?
No, I'm telling you right now, Al is full of shit. Not about the pulling the blick out part. Nigga, the minute you found out it was a registered sex offender in your neighborhood, you wanted a gun in your house.
And I got one.
Okay, so you believe in guns, all right?
For protection, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not just riding around the streets ready to murder a nigga.
I feel like I can beat up with my hands 94% of sex offenders.
Exactly.
Yeah, but beating up with your hands might not be enough.
Okay.
Right, I mean that's at the point where you have to confront one of them.
I'll put the guns up, G. Put the guns.
Can I be a real nigga, G?
Talk.
Can I speak as a real nigga and a fat nigga on the pod, G?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Joffy been fat for about 4 years now, G. And I've become honest with myself.
Okay.
Like nigga.
Me and John been fat all our life, so we can help you.
So I'm gonna be honest because I had to come to realization.
Let's talk.
Joffrey in his 20s, all we used to do is fight. Nate, you know that shit. Like we used to stay beating niggas up. Me and my nigga Dre. Okay. Dre would get into some shit. I was the heavy nigga. I would finish that shit. And with Dre, you had to stick and move, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Dre was on the move. He was two-piece of niggas. Joffrey was cleaning niggas
because
up, right?
anytime you kick
nigga, I get tired.
Little niggas have the Napoleon complex.
And you the bigger nigga.
Yeah. And they always
the bigger nigga, you gotta finish the shit.
Of course.
Into some shit. Fine, listen. Nigga, I'm being completely transparent and real, nigga, as a fat nigga now. Nigga, I get tired doing minimal work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Minimal shit, nigga. Carrying groceries in, nigga. Like moving the couch from one side of the crib to the other, nigga.
Come on.
Joffy needs a fucking break in between shit. Nigga, pulling the refrigerator out to sweep behind it, nigga. Joffy needs a break in between those things, right? So you telling me to get into a physical fucking fight where I have to push my lungs harder than they've ever been pushed in the last 4 or 5 years, nigga. I know at the end of that shit, whenever my lungs say, nigga, you need to chill, nigga, I'm gonna want to lay down, nigga. And if that nigga don't want to come lay down right next to me and take a nap with me, G, he's gonna curb stump me, motherfucker, because I'm going to lay down. And I don't care what you say, Alex. As a fat nigga, I don't give a fuck what, like, nigga, when heavyweight niggas fight, bro, listen, when professional heavyweight fighters who work out and run, they gas out, nigga, because they're pushing more than a smaller nigga. They be like, oh, shorty, his arms gonna give out. His lungs are gonna die out. Nigga, you gonna gas the fuck out. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you carrying more than 154 pounds, nigga, you're bound to gas the fuck out, nigga. So what do you do when you gas the fuck out? And that nigga don't. You taking your L. That's fine. But what if that nigga don't think like, oh, this nigga just, he down bad, you win. What you think a nigga in the street gonna pat you on the chest and be like, good round, motherfucker, you did good, and walk the fuck off?
Nah.
He's gonna make an example of you. He's gonna stump you the fuck out. So
I mean, I'm not going
for the record, Alex, we know about the niggas hitting you and your body bouncing off the concrete, G. We don't need a repeat in the 40s, G. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that repeat.
Alex.
So for now on, carry your blick with you, nigga, and let niggas know what time it is, bro.
G.
I will say this.
I'm not gonna just murder somebody,
Alex,
bro.
chill. I will say this in response to what Joffrey just said. At one point in all of our primes, I feel like we would have held our own. But given the fact that as a near 40-year-old male, I haven't even bust a full sprint in probably 6-7 years. A minimum exercise in a full all-out sprint about 6 to 7 years. I give myself at most 35 seconds of all you can eat. After that,
I just full on sprinted 2 weeks ago.
For how long?
I probably did like, I don't know how many
What
races.
what was your recovery time?
I was racing my kids.
What did you rest in between?
And I was giving them a head start.
You were racing 11-year-old girls.
You wasn't running hard, G.
No, I definitely was running hard.
Okay.
I was giving it my all.
You shot your wad.
Because I gave them a head start. So I couldn't lose. I can't lose to my kids. So I had to go out there and represent.
The minute your 12-year-old smoked you in a 40,
she never smoked me.
And your lungs were on fire, how long did it take you to recover from that 140?
Out 4 or 5 times a week. I'm not gassed like how y'all thinking. I'm in decent physical condition. I know the images might show differently.
Sprint, man.
If only the world could see the picture I just saw, G. That
don't mean shit, bro.
It means everything.
I'm not a tip-top athlete, but I'm definitely in decent physical condition. That's what I'm telling you.
All right.
I got decent stamina. I can throw hands for 45 seconds to a minute. And I can sprint if I need to. These are things that I've done within the last month that y'all talking about. Every scenario except for fighting a nigga, but I've been in the boxing gym in the last month 2 to 3 times for over an hour each session. So this is not nothing that's uncommon for me right now. Yes, fighting another nigga head up, but I think I can hold my own based on the fact that I am training my body to be able to do these things. I'm not just sitting on the fucking couch all the time. I'm actually
the only thing that you have going for you in this situation is because 9 times out of 10, the nigga that you fighting has less stamina than you do.
Exactly, and I'm aware of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I got like these benchmarks. Like I won't let myself either exceed these benchmarks or fall below these benchmarks. So like benching 315, I'll never not be able to bench 315. I'll never not be able to break out and run into a full sprint. I'll never beat 300 pounds. Like I got benchmarks that I'm just never going to let happen.
You are a bagel away.
Nigga, I'm 275. That's 25
not
pounds.
being able to break out.
You know how down bad I had to be to let myself slip another 25 pounds, bro.
Do you ever, like right now, do you plan on for the rest of your life ever breaking out into a full sprint?
Nigga, I can't break down into a full squat, nigga.
Hey, John, right now, do you ever plan on ever having to break out into a full sprint right now?
If I break out in a full sprint, something terribly wrong has occurred.
Alex, why do you think that you ever need to be able to break out into a full sprint right now?
Never know.
Hey, you're telling me that right now, in your physical condition, as we sit here on this podcast tonight, that you're able to break out into a full sprint without your lungs bursting outside of your chest.
I could full sprint for about 30 yards before I'm like having to like ratchet it down a little bit and be like, nigga, you better chill. I feel like 30 yards in a full sprint, I should be able to get out of any jam possible.
30 yards?
They're gonna shoot your Achilles.
I don't want to say
right
40
off
because
heels,
I feel like I'll probably be gassed by the end of a 40. But I know I can run 30 yards full sprint. I ain't saying I'm gonna be clocking no 4 something 40. It's gonna be like a 5 something.
Gee,
but for me, that's a full sprint.
Right off your heels, G. You're not getting away. You're not getting away from no ops.
Hey,
yeah, you've lost your mind, G.
You're gone. Like
you literally lost your mind.
What Alex is saying is damn near detrimental to our community, right?
It's not, bro.
I think it is, right?
I'm just saying I'm keeping myself.
It's a false sense of security that we have as Black men, because like I think I've said this before. Like I don't know of many niggas, regardless of what physical state that they're in, like met a conflict without feeling in that conflict that they was the superior in that conflict. Man, I'll beat the shit out your ass. Meanwhile, these niggas haven't been physically active in 20 plus years. So like in our community, I think that is a detriment. Am I misguided by saying so?
Nope.
like, it's white dudes out here that you go to a bar with a white dude, like, oh, dude, you'll kick my fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not a nigga I know who would feel like they would lose in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Am I lying?
This shit.
No, you speaking truth right now,
I'm
G.
speaking truth, right? It's like, for whatever reason, white dudes be like, oh man, dude, like, oh, you'll kick my fucking ass, man. I'm fucking smoked out, you kick my ass. But like, every nigga I know feel like they will win in any situation you put them in, knowing that them niggas haven't been physically active since high school for the majority of them. So Alex is only adding to that machismo for these niggas, and you're gonna get a lot of niggas beat up.
Nigga, I've been working out for the last 10 months, bro.
But and again, I said this a couple minutes ago. The only hope that you have is understanding that 90% of any complication you get to in the future will be with another nigga who hasn't worked out since he was 20 years old.
Exactly. I just got to be a little bit above the nigga that might be.
Just a little better than that nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Godspeed, nigga. Because if I'm the nigga on the other side, Alex, I'm just gonna pop your ass, G.
Shit.
Like, I'm not even gonna hold you, G. I'm just gonna shoot you,
But I'm not gonna
man.
be the aggressor either, so you ain't got to worry about that.
Hey, man.
This is like Detroit urban survival training. Only when I absolutely have to.
This is about your fourth call back to Detroit urban survival. And if you are relying on this nigga to get you out of a jam, you're gonna be in the class, bro. Like
when you get in a fight with a group, you gotta like wrangle them in a circle.
Bro, you're gonna end up on a t-shirt on behalf of Detroit urban survival, bro.
It's a good chance of it, yeah.
In the arms of the angels.
You're gonna end up on a t-shirt, bro. Don't listen to this nigga, bro. Like, don't do it.
We're gonna have to put an in memorandum on the back end of the show for Alex, G. Thinking that the urban
music
disclaimer, yeah.
See, like
the in memory of music.
At this point in the show, we're talking about hand-to-hand combat between another human being. 30 minutes ago, you were talking about beating the shit out of a pit bull.
I know
a pit bull,
dog, bro.
A pit bull
species,
has
man,
significantly more stamina and endurance than any nigga you know in your 30s and 40s.
That's fine. Now. That's fine.
So you give that pit bull your best 30 seconds.
I'm the dominant species, so I have an advantage.
That's what I
and
thought.
They know that.
Fuzzy.
The dog knows that too.
I thought that against Fuzzy. But like the thing about it is like you gonna give that canine your best 30 or 40 seconds. And that's all you got at this point. So don't front like you got more than 40 seconds of maximum ability. So you're gonna give that dog 40 seconds of your best shit.
Mm-hmm.
That dog is not gonna burn the fuck out, nigga.
That dog got hours left for your ass, bro.
Hours left. That dog will get poked up.
That dog they gonna lick his lip like
poked
Bruce
up
Lee.
now?
Yeah, bro.
You know what
I'm holding my knife. That dog is gonna get poked up.
Oh, so now you got a knife. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier,
I do carry a knife sometimes.
Earlier, you was just gonna beat the dog to sleep. Now you got a knife.
I'm just saying, if it's bare hands, I'll gouge that dog eyes out.
Bear Grylls.
Before Al had Peter on our ass, G, what else we got tonight, man? This nigga, now he want to do bodily harm. He want to poke the dog. He won't poke a nigga up, G, but he'll poke a dog up, G. Get us out of here, man.
Dog, man.
Nigga want Peter to shut us down, G.
They gonna eat your whole bottom half, nigga. You gonna be out here doing TikToks as a paraplegic, man. But anyway, man, G, look.
G. Oh my god, man.
So since the last time,
what else you got, G?
I
got nothing, man. I'm out of gas.
So since the last time we potted, right? You know, it was like we missed a week. You know what I'm saying? You can thank whoever you want to thank for that. You know, we ain't gonna point no fingers or elbows or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Carly Russell a little bit. And at the time, she was found, but we didn't have no.
Oh my God.
We didn't have no exclusive content on how or why she was found. And in this 1 week since we've been off, a mugshots have appeared. You know, all the information of her disappearance has appeared. Before we get out of here, I just want to hear your thoughts on.
Hey, I feel like we justified, G. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers were giving us a little pushback for cracking jokes about her, man. But I mean, you can smell when some shit ain't right, G. Shorty was out here living mad foul, G.
John called it 3 weeks ago. He called it a Justice Smollett situation, G. John, explain.
Look, man, I just want us to get back to common sense. All right. I could see a kidnapper not wanting the cell phone and the Apple Watch, trackable devices, you know what I'm saying, on deck. But once Shorty took her wig off, I knew she was lying. I knew it was a lie, G. I just knew it. I knew it was a lie. And people got to stop acting like it's a bad thing to call out this lie. We knew it 3 weeks ago, and the Black America was like, how dare you not believe a Black woman and Black girls law? Fuck all of that. That shit didn't make no sense then. And this is just vindication of it being dumb as hell. Worst plot ever. She Googled taken, man. Who Google's taken to kidnap themselves?
Nigga.
All right.
That was an episode.
She Googled the cost of an Amber Alert and whether or not she would have to pay it back. Man, come on, G. Like, this is the worst criminal in history, G.
I knew this shit was a lie, G, when she said she saw a kid, G, and she went to say the kid. There was literally an episode of Blackish where the man, what's his name? Andre? There was a white baby on an elevator, G, and the nigga let the elevator close and go back down with that white baby. Because Black folks don't put themselves at risk for that shit, man.
Hell no.
Fuck we look like believing that she fucking got out to fucking save a little baby. I told y'all what Jaffe would have did. That baby would have been stuck. I'd have just called down the road, G. I'd have just called down the road and let them know what time it is. Hey, it's a white baby out here, G. Like, somebody needs to come check him out. You know what I'm saying? It won't be me, though. It will not be me.
So since we had our first initial reaction to the situation, she has now since been charged with filing a false police report, so on and so forth.
Hold on, she didn't file the police report. How can they charge her for that?
He did.
Her family did.
Oh, that's a good question. Now that you mentioned,
she didn't file it. Nigga, she was missing, quote unquote, missing.
Hey man, you know what? You might be onto something. These might be charges that won't stick.
These bitches cooked up some charges on her, G. Shorty was not in the mix, G. She was missing. She was nowhere to be found.
I forgot where I heard it, but some conversation came up about like how they couldn't find this bitch and she wasn't even missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was she hide that in that less than 24 hours that she became?
We'll never find that out because that person is an accomplice.
Shorty got her some Cheez-Its, some motherfucking Taylor Port, you know what I'm saying? A good BET subscription. And Shorty chilled out for the weekend, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she probably was at home the whole time.
Can we take a second? Guys, give yourself 30 seconds and just really think about the mindset you have to be in to create a kidnapping scenario while you're on the phone with a loved one. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, 30 seconds, right? All right, we here. We see the shorty walking on the sidewalk or on the highway. And now I'm on the phone with my sister-in-law. I think she was on the phone with her sister-in-law. Yeah, yes, no, maybe so. Whatever, we're gonna call it. I'm on the phone with my sister-in-law. Oh, hey, little man, you good? You lost? Oh, what you doing with my wig? Oh, my phone. Like, imagine the moments after that. as you walking away into the woods.
Nigga, I'm not going in no woods at nighttime, bro.
Imagine when you walking into the woods after you put on this display and you're walking into the woods and you're like, oh shit, I need to create a moment of time before I come back to my home base.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that, to me, that's not the most egregious part of this, G. It's walking back into your neighborhood like you just got evicted from the Big Brother house. Like, that's the part for me, G. Like, how you just gonna walk back up and be like, Mama, I made it? Like, come on, man. What we doing, man?
And I said that in last week's pod. Like, shame on the kidnapper who lets his victim just get away unscathed to the point that they're walking back into the crib. You know what I'm saying?
She had an accomplice.
I
asked
you niggas, how did she get back to her neighborhood, G? Did they just drop her? Like, did she do Uber Pool and they just dropped her off at the corner? Because, you know, Uber Pool don't take you right to your destination. They just drop you on the main street, G. How the fuck did she get, like, back to her neighborhood, G?
Clearly had an accomplice.
So, somebody was waiting for in the woods or something. Somebody
So we gonna agree that she did go into the woods, huh? Y'all think she like planted a bike or something in that bitch the night before so that she took the tarp up off that hoe and got up out of there, Joe?
Crazy. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, if she Googled taken, she went. She did everything she needed to do to make this.
So he put a Schwinn in the hood in the woods,
in the woods, G, so she could ride. G, you know she had to have that bitch heavy duty, G.
But
she probably had a.
That's what fucked me up the most is the fact that there was a manhunt for Shorty, and she wasn't even missing and didn't get found.
Yeah, bro.
That's
that bitch
crazy.
That bitch probably was good at hide and seek when she grew up, G. No lie, G. That bitch, she was hiding in plain sight, G.
They couldn't have like tracked her. They got fucking trackers who can like see the broken twigs and shit and know a person walked through here. Like, where all them people was at?
Y'all also do realize that non-black people,
they should have easily been a tracker.
Non-black people will easily get confused about a person's identity as soon as she changes her hair.
Right.
Immediate
Shorty did have a wig on, G. Then she probably went down to them whoopee braids, G. Them Sealy braids. It probably was bad for her, G. She probably was with the search party, G, and they didn't even know.
So y'all said Miguel pulled up on in the Lincoln 88, G. It was like, where you going? Where you going?
Where you going? Where are you going?
Where you going?
I take you on the road. Take you up the road. Yeah, G. Like, shout out to Carly Russell, G. Like, she got to be the dumbest motherfucker. She got to be the dumbest motherfucker out there right now, G. Because at this point, like, I don't even see what it was worth. Like, because now she finna go to jail and the nigga finna be fucking on other bitches anyway, G. So
she's not going to jail. They're misdemeanors. And I think you brought up the point I didn't think about. She didn't file a police report. Somebody did on her behalf. So I don't know if that counts, man. She might just be smart enough to, beat the case, man.
She did her research first. She did Google what it cost.
She Googled.
Did she pay the job back the money she stole, G?
She Googled Taken. Have y'all ever seen Taken?
Of course.
Yeah,
we've all seen Taken, bro.
He got a particular skill set, G.
So here's my thing.
Then he gave us like 10 spin-off movies where he's the same character doing different shit.
This is the thing about the Googling Taken. The only thing that's really kidnappy about Taken is the title and the plot of the movie, right? Like the daughter's taken, he's going to get her. Like, there's nothing actually about beating kidnapping or like
right.
I just don't
watching
understand.
the nigga trying to recover them. Not,
you know what I'm saying?
Like the
you have to have a particular set of skills to be able to fucking.
I'm not really sure. The movie did not really focus on the kidnapping part. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, Shorty, she just Googled the wrong movie, man. Why not Man on Fire?
No, maybe she Googled Taken to figure out what they was gonna do to try to find her, so she knew what.
No, G. This is why she watched Taken, G. Because when Shorty was under the bed, she was talking to her pops, G. She had to know what to say when she was selling it. Like, he told her, like, they're gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? She had to get her dialogue together so that when she was talking to mom, like, mom, you know, okay, it's about to happen. Scream, you know, she had to get a tone right, G, so they would be believable. You know
Off
what I'm
the
saying?
top of my dome, I can think of about 4 or 5 like trafficking type movies that she would have been better off referencing other than Taken. You talk about putting a 50-year-old nigga in a situation where he gotta fight like a German mafia to get the bitch back. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck out of here.
And this nigga was
with
in
wolves is why I know I could beat up a dog.
Oh my God, G.
What was the name of that movie?
Oh
it was called The
Gray.
Gray.
The Gray, G. Alex, I can assure you this, G. You're not Liam Neeson, bro.
Oh shit.
Hey, Liam Neeson about 80 years old, bro.
Alex, at best, you walking back to your family with less limbs than you left them with. At best. You may survive. You may survive the mauling, but you ain't gonna win the mauling, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. It's a difference. Like, you don't win the fight by walking away from.
My man took on a whole pack of wolves and then ended with a draw with the alpha. We don't know what happened at the end.
You think you got that?
Yeah, listen, we gonna call Alex mystical, G, because if you see the nigga in the wrestling with a bear, G, help the bear, G. Like, Alex is that nigga, G. If you see Alex wrestling with a wolf, G, help the wolf.
I pray my nigga don't run across a rabid dog, G, somewhere, nigga. Like,
help the dog.
He gonna bite your ponytail off, nigga.
I don't think Alex would survive a Chicago hood rat, G. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of them alley rats in Chicago, G, that's the size of a cat, G.
Yeah.
I don't think Alex would survive that, let alone
Alex might not survive his daughter dance team if they jumped him, nigga. Like, let alone a fucking dog. You could.
They in good shape, nigga. They would get out on all the high kicks in the world, nigga.
They got.
Nigga, it'd be little kids getting hurled across the room.
This guy, man. Hey, man. On that note, I think this is a good spot for us to just shut it down for the night, man. The conversation has been ravenous per Al, G. You know what I'm saying? So let's definitely do a mental check-in because Al gotta be off his shit. Let's call it a night, man. So Alex, go ahead, kick us off, G, because we know you on a high, G.
Nigga, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
We know. We know.
I take on any op, whether it's a canine or a human being. TLB, where you at?
I'm good. I got news this week, man. Actually yesterday that, you know, I'm about to go under the knife, you know what I'm saying, on a small procedure for my knee, man. But that's small things to a giant. I'm still at a 5, feeling good. The kids going back to school, which means a little bit more money in my pocket because they ate every pizza roll we had in the crib over the last 3 months, man. So I'm excited for the kids to go back to school, man. But I'm good as always. Big John, the big homie, Oppenheimer, talk to us.
Hey, look, man, I'm at a 5 as well, man.
Have you seen Oppenheimer, by the way?
Nah, man, and I need to go see. I gotta take my kids to see Turtles. So I might
definitely in the building for Ninja Turtles this weekend, G.
Yeah, I got
this the first time in Ninja Turtle history, and I'm the biggest Ninja Turtle fan you're gonna see, that these niggas ever appeared as Ninja Turtles. Have y'all realized that the Ninja Turtles have always represented themselves as like mid-20-year-old like fighting?
Yeah, G. Yeah. I like the fact that these niggas
ruin it for me,
like,
man.
Leonardo was way too fucking mature to be a teenager in every.
Before I get my mental health check, man, we don't have no Donatello fans on here, right?
Don't be disrespectful.
If you like Donatello, G.
Job, I know you good and goddamn well you're not a Donnie fan, man. I know you're not a Donnie fan.
You got a staff, my nigga.
He was a real one, G.
Who was y'all favorite Ninja Turtle?
All y'all niggas like Ralph. I was gonna say all y'all niggas like Ralph.
Raphael, Michelangelo is my 2 favorites.
Raphael was a wild. I like the leader, G. I like Leo, G. You know what I'm saying?
Leonardo
was that dude, G. Like, he was the leader. He was gonna keep things in check. Michelangelo, like he was too immature. Ralph was a wild card.
Hot head, man.
And Donatello like boys. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like Donatello, you know what I'm saying? That nigga likes niggas.
All I know is Donatello.
Why you gotta like boys?
That nigga like niggas. I'm lying.
Donatello probably the only nigga that could have took April down, G.
Donatello like niggas. Yeah. Leo was fucking the shit out of April, G.
Leo was fucking with Donatello,
bro.
No, like
Donatello was definitely the nigga taking down April, G.
Raphael was her side nigga. She like hood nigga, so like Raphael was her side nigga. But like Leo was her main nigga, and she was cheating on Casey Jones with Leo. So like her nigga
Donatello was hitting her with that ooze, G. What are you talking about, G?
Raphael was giving her the dick that she dreamed about, G. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
This has gotten out of hand.
Completely off the rails.
Listen, I'm gonna get us back. I'm at a 5. Listen, get out of here. I'm at a 5. I want to give a special shout out to the white man. We're celebrating 10 years on Thursday, so you know what I'm saying.
Big shout outs to the missus. Big shout outs to the missus.
Why you trying to show me up, G? Like my anniversary ain't around the corner too, G. Fuck you, G. Like come on, Cloud Butcher, G. What's up,
G? You the one who didn't shout your own anniversary out, man. They ain't got shit to do with me, man.
Fuck my ain't shit special about 7 years, G. Fuck my anniversary.
Hey, he's going to edit that. I can guarantee you that.
No, I'm not.
I don't know who you're talking to. You're gonna put some respect on the name, G. You're gonna put some respect.
Big slam move.
No, G, you're gonna put some respect on the name, G.
Slam move.
Big slam move, G. You gonna put some respect on the name, G. Hey man. So for me, I'm at a 3, man. We had a little complication with the surgery. We had to come back in for a second date. So I'll find that out this week, what's going on with that second date as far as getting the surgery fully completed, man. That's kind of got me down because I'm kind of ready for it to be over and done with. I felt like by now I would be in the recovery stage of it.
The fans is ready too. You've been talking about the surgery for 3 weeks now, nigga. The fans are ready for you.
Damn near for 4 weeks, G. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about living in Texas, bro, compared to like living in Chicago. In Chicago, the health system, there was always an alternative. Like if they couldn't get you in at one spot, they was gonna get you in at one of their affiliates or somebody else. Down here, it's so many motherfuckers. And nigga, when I say specialists and surgeons be booked up for 2-3 months, just to get a fucking opportunity to get a room for my surgeon, nigga, they got us on a waiting list. You know what I'm saying? So my surgeon could call tomorrow and be like, hey, they got us a room so we could do the surgery, you know what I'm saying, Friday type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning that here because in Chicago, I would have had this surgery done and been 3 weeks into fucking physical therapy by now. You know what I'm saying? One good thing about it though, G, he did tell me that, you know what I'm saying, your boy gonna have to put on a waist trainer post-surgery, G.
You gotta wear
so I've been faja shopping, G, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely on bad bitch alert, G. You know what I'm saying? I've been faja shopping and shit.
Wear faja, bro.
G, he told me about 2 weeks, G. About 2 weeks of the faja, G. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely finna shrink my waist on you hoes, you know, so.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new.
Acting brand new, G. Acting brand new, G. I've been balling so damn hard, I could have went to LSU.
He gonna
nigga, you know what I'm saying?
On y'all ass, G.
Hey, be cool, G. Not too much, G. Not too much. Not too much, G. I'm just gonna shrink the waist on you hoes, G. I'm trying to get back in them 40-inch jeans that Alex be talking about, G.
You could be the apple of Nate's eye,
bro. You have to not do the faja, bro.
G, I'm definitely getting into a waist trainer, G, and I'm gonna put that bitch to the max, G. Like to the max, nigga. Like snatch.
Nigga,
fuck you talking about?
Cut like Johnny Bravo, man.
Fuck is you talking about, nigga? That's all I needed was for a nigga to give me a reason to throw the faja on, G, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, but you know, we trending up, man. So we
gonna pop up on 7 a.m. on Monday morning, and Joffy gonna be on Batty Hub, nigga.
Oh my god!
Enough. Hey man. G, you know Alex know all about Batty Hub, G. Enough.
7 a.m. Joffy on Monday morning.
7 a.m. refresh.
Listen, G. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like the bitches when they come home for surgery, G. The little drainage pipes, G, from the side, G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a little work, G. You know what I'm saying? Just getting a little work done, G.
Post-op massages and shit.
G, I'm gonna definitely have somebody come over and be rubbing them out on me, G. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, before I get myself in any trouble, G, Alex, get us the fuck out of here, G.
One out on you, G.
Hey, G, you know what I'm saying? When the bitches, listen, if you know anything about post-op surgery for the surgery,
hey,
G.
Joffy, the music is playing, G. Get us out of here, G. The music.
Nah, let him.
Hey man, go ahead, Al. Get us the fuck out of here, G.
I wanted to hear what you had to say. All right, y'all. On that note,
shit. Oh my God.